It's easy to find people who are upset with the recent rash of corporations asking their customers not to open carry in their stores. We'll take a constitutional look at this, along with what those of us who are defending the rights of ourselves and others can do next on the Constitution Study.
There's one thing you have to know wherever you make your stand. Came from a long through line of everyday Americans.
Well, hello again, everyday Americans. It's Paul Engel here with the Constitution Study. Once again, we're here to read and study the Constitution, teach the rising generation to be free, to help you know what your rights are, be prepared to defend them. I want to thank everybody that helps make this happen. First, send you to the website, constitutionstudy.com. Find out everything I'm working on. See those who are supporting the work that I do. Mark and Carol Murphy, their band Rebel North, lets me use their music. Constitutional Grassroots Movement, Restore the Intent. All of these are groups that are helping to spread the word, and you can help too by spreading these videos, by going to the website, seeing where I'm going to speak, either joining me there or even better, invite me to come speak at one of your events. I will do everything I can to make that happen because I think it's that interaction that helps educate the population that will make a difference, not only in this election, but in elections to come. So today, I want to talk about what I've seen as a reaction to this corporate push for gun control. And I want to look at it in two different ways. One, I want to look at the purely constitutional questions at hand here. And then I kind of want to go into what my response is and my recommended response for other people who want to protect their rights. So let's start with a constitutional issue here. None of these corporations are violating your Second Amendment rights. They cannot violate your Second Amendment rights because they are not governments. I know, it's frustrating. I was a customer at Walmart. I'm still sort of kind of a customer at Kroger, although we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I understand these are private corporations. I've had people say, well, they're open to the public. Well, just because you're open to the public doesn't mean you give away your rights. And these private corporations, these private companies, these stores are run with private money. They have the private property right to determine who and under what conditions people can visit their stores. That's what the Constitution says. Now, we may not like that, but they have their property rights, and our Second Amendment right doesn't give us a right to violate their property rights. So those of us who are customers of these corporations, well, we have a choice to make. What's more important to us? Is it walking around armed, open carrying in many cases, or doing business with these stores? See, no one forces you to do business with these stores. It may be the most convenient, but you're not forced to. I think it's a very important point as we go into the next discussion about what do we do to recognize that these corporations have a right to determine who will be allowed to shop on their stores. But that also means they must suffer the consequences of the decisions they make about who they want in their stores. And that is where we get to phase 2. Now, I've posted open letters to both Walmart and Kroger. You can find them, I know they're on the Facebook site. I believe I put them up on Twitter. And these are messages that I have sent to the corporate headquarters of both Walmart and Kroger. And I picked those two for two reasons. One, well, until last week, I was a customer of both of those stores. I was a regular customer of both of those stores. My wife orders stuff on Walmart.com all the time, or at least she did. But I also chose them for one important difference. See, there is a difference between what I found out about Walmart and what I found out about Kroger. Now, both of these stores have asked that their customers not open carry in their stores. I may disagree with it. I understand it, but I don't have a problem with a store saying, please, we would prefer that you not open carry in our stores because some of our customers are upset about it. They get nervous about that. And I completely understand, and I don't have a real big problem with stores doing that. They are looking at their customer base and saying, I have some group of people, some group of my customers that had expressed concern over seeing firearms in their stores. Okay. The question I keep asking people, have any of us that have the opposite concern bothered to communicate with these stores? I have. And that's the point. If you don't want to do business with these stores anymore, you owe them the common courtesy to tell them why and what they could do to fix it. So that's what I did. I told both Walmart and Kroger, saying, listen, I understand, I'm concerned. I'm not so much concerned about this particular move. I'm more concerned about the trend this is showing. Now, that pretty much was my letter to Kroger. My letter to Walmart went a little deeper. See, Walmart's gone a little farther. Now, again, Walmart has decided they are not going to sell certain types of ammunition once their stock runs out. Again, that is their right. You do not have the right to tell somebody else what they must carry in their store, the same way they can't tell you what you must buy. So we have to understand there's a constitutional limitation on what we can demand of these companies, other than if we don't like the way you're doing business, we won't do business with you. But the trend with Walmart kept getting worse. See, then I did a little more research and I found out Walmart is a charter member of the Organization of Gun Control Advocate Corporations that is associated with the Michael Bloomberg funded group Everytown for Gun Safety, which is a mistitled organization, but we shouldn't be surprised at that. See, Walmart's telling me not only, listen, our customers are concerned, so please don't show your gun. They didn't say I couldn't open carry. They didn't say I couldn't conceal carry. They just asked me politely to not show my gun. Then they said they weren't going to sell certain forms of ammunition. All right, a little worried. Now I find out, no. They're a charter member of an organization related to a group whose all but declared purpose is to take away everybody's guns. In other words, to strip innocent Americans, everyday Americans who've committed no crime, of the best tools to defend themselves. Not just in their stores, but the group they're working with wants us to not be able to carry guns at all. Or if we're going to carry guns, be so defenseless that we stand absolutely no chance of defending ourselves against criminals, or for that matter, our government. And if you do a little research, that's why we have a Second Amendment. We had just fought a war against a tyrannical government using, in many cases, inferior weapons. We wanted to make sure that the people were no longer in that situation. And now we have another group that really wants us totally disarmed. They're not the only group, but they're one. So my letter to Walmart told them, listen, you are aligned with this group, and that means I can't do business with you anymore. That means I won't go to your local store. I won't shop at the Sam's Club. I cancel my Sam's Club membership. I won't order stuff online. If you are associated with a group that wants to take away my right to defend myself with the best tools possible, then I don't want to do business with you. That's the decision that I made. And that's the decision we all need to make. What is more important to us? The convenience of going to a Walmart, the price of going to a Walmart, or protecting our right to defend ourselves? As I said, if Walmart had stopped at, please don't open carry, I would have told them my opinion and let it be. If they had stopped at not selling certain caliber of ammunition, I would have been a little more upset, but I don't think I would have stopped doing business with them. But the corporation has decided they want to align themselves with gun confiscation organizations, and that's a step too far. So all of you out there who are on your keyboard saying about how you're not going to do business at Walmart anymore, or CVS or Kroger or any of the others, I have a simple question for you. Have you bothered to tell them why? Imagine you're the CEO of one of these corporations, and you've got people coming into your office saying, guns are bad, guns are dangerous, we have to get rid of guns, guns are all the problem, and that's all you hear. What are you going to do? Well, I've got customers that are telling me that they really want me to get rid of these guns. I better get rid of these guns or my customers are going to be upset. If they never hear from the other side saying, but wait a second, I've never used a gun to hurt anybody. Why do you want to take away my gun? Why would that CEO bother? Now, yes, they have money, they have organization, but I believe in America we have the numbers. So I would say if you are upset about what these corporations are doing, you owe it to them to contact them. If you're a customer of them, tell them you're a customer of them. In fact, I even had one guy say what you should do is you should go to their competitor, buy something, take the receipt, and email them a copy of the receipt saying, this is money I would have spent with you, but I spent with your competitor because of the position you're taking on guns. Are there some CEOs that will ignore the other side of the story? Absolutely. And they're responsible to their stockholders. But it's our responsibility to let them know why we're going to stop doing business with them or why we're concerned, so they get all of the information, and then let them make the decision they will make, and then we will make the decision that we have to make. So what do you think? What are you going to do to let these corporations know your opinion about the moves that they're making? They're constitutionally allowed to, and we should say, yes, you are within your rights to do this, just as I'm within my rights to do business elsewhere. But we owe it to them to tell them why, to let them see what's going on, to see, if they're getting 10,000 people telling them to get rid of guns, and they suddenly hear from 100,000 people saying, not if you want my business, what do you think the average CEO is going to do? So tell me what you think. Put your comments below. What have you done to let these corporations know your opinion about the positions they're taking? Let others know. Share what your ideas are. Like I said, I put out open letters because I thought it was a good example for other people to use. Find those and post them as well. And as I said, share this information. Let's not be keyboard warriors. Let's not be out there yelling, oh, you're terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's awful. Let's actually do something constructive. Let's actually tell them what our position is and why, and then stick to it. And let's put not only our money, but our efforts where our mouth is. So tell me what you think. If you have any questions, if you think I got something wrong, put it in the comments below. Let me know. Again, head over to the website, find out where I'll be speaking. Come talk to me about it. I love talking to people about that. You can go to the website, you can ask different questions. That's part of what this dialogue is all about, is you ask me questions and I try to answer them here. So I hope you found this helpful, enjoyable, and I hope I'll see you again next time when we get around to the Constitution study. Have a great day.
Came from a long